Let's go to North Lawn. Or no, let's go to Hamtramck and then go to North Lawn. I think that's more direct. It started with a road trip around Metro Detroit, an attempt to track down several companies that received large sums of money from Wayne County Executive Robert FICANO's political campaign. I'm ML Elric. That's me on the left. My partner John Wisely and photographer Brian Kaufman hit the streets. Well, we'll keep looking. Thank you very much. Most of the addresses led to empty buildings, rental properties, mailboxes, and private homes. She's not here? It'll be very interesting to hear what they have to say, if they call us back.
The number you
disconnected.
have reached has been disconnected.
But disconnected phone lines and dead ends were just the beginning. Free Press special writer Jonathan Tim helped us sort through this mountain of data for our 2-month-long investigation of campaign, business, and county records that offer insights into the nature of FICANO's campaign and the dual, often blurred roles that county employees take on in a place where Wayne County business meets Wayne County politics, the 31st floor of Detroit's majestic Guardian Building. FICANO has the corner office. Down the hall from him, Joanne Abdenauer, Valerie Denha, and Nader Fakuri had one thing in common: raising money for the boss, much of it on county time. The three declined to respond to requests for an interview. FICANO, pictured here on his nonprofit website with Fakuri and Denha, also declined an on-camera interview, but defended Fakuri as having been a key troubleshooter for the county. He believes that his appointees stayed within the rules that forbid political activities while on the job. Fakuri, who resigned in March, responded with a letter asking reporters to respect his privacy as he enters a new chapter in his life. The latest findings show that FICANO appointees targeted county contractors for contributions. A 2009 Fakuri email to the county's chief information officer lays out target amounts expected from various technology companies, adding, "Did I miss anyone?"
It's almost as if you want to be a vendor to the county, one could well imagine it's not going to be forgotten whether you do or do not contribute to the political campaign. So that's a blending of roles, professional roles, that's a little bit unsettling.
In a 2010 email, Abdenauer summoned county department heads to a post-work meeting to support their boss's annual fundraising gala by selling tickets that cost $500, with the expectation of reports and checks to be submitted to the campaign office. The email said, "Nader has asked that I indicate that this meeting is mandatory." The Ford Field Gala was a lucrative event, one of many that has helped the FICANO political and nonprofit funds rake in more than $3 million since 2006, with more than $500,000 going to companies run by the family and friends of FICANO appointees since 2003.
It would be viewed as a conflict of interest, but that doesn't necessarily make it improper so long as the conflict is known and the transaction is otherwise on the up and up.
The largest amount of money went to a company called QTI, which is run by Najwa Fakuri, the sister of Nader Fakuri, who neglected to disclose as much on conflict of interest forms. Nader Fakuri also used a QTI account to send various campaign-related emails. The company's current address is a rented mailbox in a Troy strip mall. This is QTI. Najwa Fakuri did not respond to interview requests left by messages at addresses linked to her, a certified letter with a return receipt, and phone messages. Hearing back from you at your earliest convenience. An attorney representing QTI and Najwa Fakuri contacted the Free Press with a statement that said neither is engaged in criminal activity. The state slated the company for automatic dissolution in 2009 because it hasn't filed an annual report since 2008. Corporate documents list telecommunication and medical staffing services as QTI's business purpose, but campaign finance reports show consulting work worth nearly $150,000 in 2011 alone. Veteran state and local political consultants said they had never heard of QTI.
No, I won't even ask you to spell it. No, it doesn't close. Okay.
No, I don't know that.
I believe that's a firm that Nader Fakuri is involved with.
Michigan campaign finance law is very weak. It was basically written by the people who didn't want to be regulated. And so nothing is illegal. Okay?
Many of the vendors and businesses who received FICANO campaign finance money weren't hard to reach.
All right, this is a voter density map.
Steve Hood of Ronan America showed the Free Press the block-by-block maps of likely voters he created for the FICANO campaign's ground troops in 2008, a job that earned him $4,500.
3,663 pages. All right, it's amazing.
Still, the Free Press was unable to answer questions raised by two companies, Absolute Services, and Carf Consultants.
What does that note say on the door?
Not hard. Business listings for Absolute Services listed as a landscaping firm with an address in Northwest Detroit.
Nope, I'm just like a tenant here.
A rental property. Carf Consultants can be traced back to a former convent in Hamtramck that, according to city officials, is currently being used as a halfway house. All right, then. Certified letters to these companies were also not returned. Absolute Services and Carf Consultants have been paid over $100,000 for what the campaign called consulting work.
If a vendor claimed to be providing a service and was not, or was diverting funds from where it was intended to be, that could be prosecuted under state law as a fraud. It could even be prosecuted potentially under federal law, under the federal wire fraud statute or mail fraud statute.
FICANO defended the work done by most of his campaign consultants, saying that vendors donate to his campaign because they like the work he's doing and that the results of his campaigns speak for themselves. But when it came to Carf Consultants, FICANO said he had no knowledge. The company is connected to former top FICANO aide Michael Grundy, who was recently indicted on fraud charges. FICANO said he's confident that his aides did not do campaign work on county time. But if somebody did do something wrong, they should be held accountable. So were you very involved in the inner workings of the campaign?
Oh, no. Just data. But, you know, here's the issue. When you're working in a political environment, I mean, a lot is being made of it now. This stuff goes on. You know, it goes on. And you just have to be careful how you do it. Somebody's always going to be out there raising money.